Gadik, where am I?
According to the ship's plans, you're looking at the primary and secondary power cores for the deflector shields.
How much power are we talking? There's gotta be enough to stun a BX droid, right?
ND5's components are shielded, but it's enough to stop him at least.
Tell me how.
You need to cycle up both cores. They will trigger an emergency discharge through the central emitter. Understand?
So I turn on both cores, lure him to the middle, and it stuns him?
Close enough.
Okay, good for you for getting out of the escape pod. But you should have run. Now I can only hope ND5 doesn't finish the job before I get there.
There's the emitter. Looks like I need to set up the trap from the console. Nothing happened. Something's interfering with the cores. Gadik, I'm at the first core.
Fire it up. You want as much power as you can get.
I'm unlocking it. He's gonna survive, right?
He's a top-of-the-line battle droid, K, but he's an old one. No guarantees.
Locked out. Maybe I can switch on the cores using the manual controls.
There you are. Run and never look back. Hiding won't work. Run, Kay. Get out of here, Kay. Target found.
Okay, first course up.
Okay, it's pointless. ND5 is my droid. He's always been mine.
You're wrong.
Am I? Doesn't look like it from here.
Reflector course. Why?
Just trying to scramble your sensors.
Why, Kay?
I'm just trying to save us both.
Just a moment. Kay, you shouldn't have come. You know I can't fight Jalen's orders.
Come on, ND. I had to try.
Now your death will be on my conscience. This only ends one way. Jalen has won.
ND, I know you don't want to do this.
What I want has not mattered for a long time.
You're still talking to me. That means you can fight it.
The bolt doesn't work that way, Kay. The bolt is absolute.
Okay, I can hear blaster fire, and that means you're close. And so is the end.
Where did you come from?
I am anticipating your next move. I cannot control it. I was created to hunt and destroy.
You're more than just a battle droid.
If you believe that, you fool yourself. You're throwing your life there. You are. Here. Target found. Run and never look back. Time we met. I resent having to save your life.
Trying to kill me with honesty now.
I see now you are different, Kay. You deserve to survive. That will not happen if you keep doing what you are doing. Hiding won't work. You have to run. There you are. I told you I'd find you. Enemy in sight.
Kizzy, I fired up the second core.
Hey, man, heading to the inside.
Too much interference. Gotta lure him to the middle.
Just a moment. Faster, Kay. Just a moment.
Okay, Andy. Here I am. You win. I won't fight anymore. But I know this isn't you, Jalen.
I told you to run. I'm sorry, Kay.
Me too. Andy?
Kay! I didn't think you had it in you. They made those BX units tough. Blaster.
No.
Not bad. I'll take this.
You okay?
Never better.
Good. Because I can't breathe in this thing.
I'm gonna thank you, Kay. But I'm not going to apologize. I did what I had to do.
I never asked, Asara.
Look, the Codex can save a lot of lives. You took on the most powerful force in the galaxy to save a friend. I'm just trying to save mine.
Press it, Nix! Gadik, can you hear me?
Oh, Kay, you're alive.
I've got Asara and ND5 here, and we could really use that turbo lift.
Got it. There's one site ahead. I'm calling it for you.
There's the lift.
And there's the storm.
This is a target-rich environment.
All right. Uncover, Nick.
but they don't stand a chance against the Star Destroyer.
You know, I'm not liking our chances either.
Defend this position! Get her!
The left is here.
Sarah, we need to go.
ND5, Sarah, I can't believe you pulled this off.
Yeah. Can we please just get out of here? They're not gonna run out of stormtroopers. We gotta go. There's too many of them. We gotta get back to the Trailblazer. Okay, Hank. Anytime now.
She does not mess around.
Come on. ND, fire up the hyperdrive.
Kivo base, do you read?
Heist, go stay hoo-ha.
Kivo base, respond. Daniel, you need to evacuate.
Hyperdrive's online. Ready to jump.
Sarah? You're breaking up. Say
The
again.
Empire knows where you are. Can you hear me?
Diverting power to deflectors.
Deflectors? Are you serious?
Gigi Sapola Taklish?
Sarah, keep trying.
A distress beacon.
Calling in some favors. I hope.
I'm reading 3 battle squadrons and TIE fighters.
Okay. We'll see what this old ship's really made.
Right side.
Yeah, I hear you.
Cable base, do you read? We have a Star Destroyer coming in from a north position. Daniel, can you hear me? Nothing's getting through.
Weapons overheating.
Why isn't this working? I'll try to boost the signal.
Better not be stealing power from the deflector. Daniel! Cable base! Do you read?
On our left.
I got it. We're hit.
Enemy at the rear.
I can't get through to the base. They gotta have a jammer that's blocking communications.
K, for the message to reach the rebels, you must destroy it.
I hear you.
Perfect. Enemies on our tail. K, that Imperial cruiser is jamming our communications.
Let's take it out. Whoa! Shields down!
Turret activated. Deploying countermeasures. We're in bad shape, K.
They hit us!
Taking fire. Good job.
I've lost control. Why have I lost control?
We're locked in a tractor beam.
Sarah, acknowledge.
Daniel, did you get out?
You can say that.
Not bad.
But not enough.
What now?
Someone's answered the distress beacon.
Kusa.
The Ashika have answered your call.
And thank you for answering, Your Highness. Queen Ashiga.
We require an exchange.
Which is...
The Codex. We will take it.
Ah, right. Deal.
Tell your rebel friends that we are allies. For today.
Syndicates on Bilio, Krish Turamna. Songri. Jiventa Stutzmiki Yuno.
How about we get moving before they change their minds?
Agreed.
The rebels are evacuated. But if that Star Destroyer opens fire on the factory, the damage to Mirror will be catastrophic.
I hear you. We need to find a way to stop it. Can we even hurt that thing?
After those shields. Okay, you need to destroy the shield generators.
Okay, Denian. Tell me straight. Do we stand a chance against this thing?
There's always hope.
I'd say 80-20 Empire.
Oh, not that odds. Ashiga Headhunter. How's your new queen doing on Kijimi?
There is no new queen. Or old queen. There is just Queen Ashiga, and she is forever.
Turns out.
We're taking hits. Nice work. Let's go.
Hey, Trailblazer. I've never seen the Ashiga plan in action before.
Yeah, well, I have, and it's not something you forget.
Yes, it is a privilege to be our ally. Turret destroyed.
Take it down.
Hey, Kay. Is that Sliro's old EML 850?
The Trailblazer's mine now.
Your lines could use a blockade runner about now.
You come anywhere near my ship, I will blast you, Denian.
Just checking.
Good. Keep at it, Kay. The shields are down. The reactor is vulnerable.
Got it. Signal our friends that we're starting our attack.
On our right.
Trailblazer, this Imperial hive is formidable. We must neutralize the Queen.
Yeah, I took care of that. Now it's just the rest.
Come in, Trailblazer. The Ashiga clan does not know this rebel hive.
The Rebel Alliance is not a hive.
We're fighting to take down the Empire for everyone.
Yashiga don't care, Asara.
Hey, Vess. My first take on you was... mistaken.
I'm still waiting for that apology.
Picking up internal explosions. And a chain reaction in the Revelator's ion drives.
Never thought I'd see this.
Me neither.
Tagwa. Sunkura Tonga. Boom.
Let's get out of here.
Look, just saying. What I've pulled from the Codex, Jalen was right. We can't tip the scales against the Empire.
Oh, you're serious?
We got lucky.
Taking out the Star Destroyer for no money is lucky?
We could use you, Kay.
I think I'm done being used. Just be careful out there, Asara.
What about you?
Banki Danko. Venta minor luna de tabola, Chinuma. Titokitas ligatun.
That's too bad. I think I got the job. Lots of droids and casinos.
Troy ubakava pagwa.
And safes to blow to pieces.
Okay, ubanolea.
You two have fun. But I'll bail you out when you mess it up. I figure I owe you one.
So are you picking up their tab, or am I? Still want your room?
Just keep the lights on, Bram.
As long as you need.
Was wondering when you'd show up. Just here for my 20%. 10. But how about something better? I thought the Codex was lost in battle to everyone else. I figure there's enough secrets in there for someone to start their own business. Just don't forget me when you rule the underworld. Could use a partner. Already got one. But hey, I'm easy enough to track down, right?
So, where do we go next?
Anywhere we want, Andy. The best slicer in the galaxy, caught for using March credits. Jalen Vrax was clever, wasn't he?
I see you read my file.
10 crews in 9 years. No home, no family, and absolutely no attachments. Except for one. You have any idea what this is?
Cheap bet at the father track?
A tracker. A strong one, too. Custom build. I'd say at least 10 years old. Whoever built this wanted to know exactly where their mark was at all times. Makes sense. You can't trust someone's always gonna be there. But that's what makes it matter when they are.
Not bad. For an Imperial.
I'd say this one needs a bit more time to think about what she's done. On me, Trooper.
So we now move on to my review, and as always we start off with the graphics. My early opinion, yeah, they're decent, so I've given them 4 stars. But they just don't seem to be quite that smooth, and they just don't seem to be quite flowing quite right. Long distance, yeah, they're really good, but close up, the facial expressions and movements, they just don't seem to be quite matching up with their speech. The last scene where the Star Destroyer blows up seems to show a real distinct change in the graphic quality of what could have been. Appears to me to really show a notable change of graphic quality in that one scene, and I'm not really sure why it's so different. I do find from this that the other areas of the game look like they might have been slightly rushed to get the game out there. Maybe with a few tweaks to the close-up graphics and some of the moving motions could have pushed this score up to a 5. So we now move on to the story, and I've gone for 4 stars again. I found the story to be very interesting, perhaps slow to initially get into, but in time you do get invested. However, I found the final mission could have been a bit better, especially as the game is working its way to this big ending, and maybe my expectations were higher because of that, but it felt maybe it was missing something. Like in Jedi Survivor, you had that plot twist of the betrayal, and perhaps for me, Jalen turn-in wasn't that unexpected, and maybe the lack of a big fight was lacking to make you think, wow, that last mission was tough. The feeling of taking that away with Andy just shooting Jalen was maybe a bit lackluster. So next up we move on to the glitchiness and crashes. And for Star Wars Outlaws, there was quite a few I experienced, and I reckon there was roughly about 4 I came across, so quite a lot. And most notably, Some of the crashes I experienced was the rescuing Ankh mission, grabbing onto that moving crate, and then all of a sudden the game decides to crash. And who could forget about that epic knee slide? And another one was the duplication of Val's, where she's just randomly shooting as Kay and Val are also talking as well. And you just be playing along in the game, and all of a sudden you'd be on your speed, and then the game would just crash all of a sudden. So in this department, it doesn't do too well. So next up we move on to the mission repetitiveness. And as always, the higher the rating for this category, the more repetitive the game seems to be. And for Star Wars Outlaws, it only gets a 1 star. There's a lot of variation in this game with the main missions. You've also got the side missions. You've got the Sabak, which is that card game. You've also got the contracts to boost your clan reputation, even just random arcade games. So it very rarely feels like you're doing the same or similar missions in a short space of time. So finally we go on to the overall rating, and for Star Wars Outlaws I've gone for 4 stars. So it's a good game, but maybe not perfect. As long as you don't mind the odd crash or glitch here and there, and for the graphics to not be absolutely perfect, but definitely a playable and enjoyable experience regardless of its flaws. It's a good game to explore the vast maps, find hidden locations and treasures, so it gives off quite a relaxed and chilled vibe that you don't always have to be looking to complete a mission all the time, and you can still have a good time just enjoying the game. Although there are only 4 playable planets to explore, it was definitely fine and didn't feel like it could have done with more or less planets. I felt a good addition to the game was seeing a few familiar faces like Jabba the Hutt, Boba Fett and Darth Vader, even if you didn't always interact with them. I did like the addition of being able to explore space and have the fights in space and everything. A good variation, and was something I always felt the Star Wars Squadrons game lacked. Perhaps the game tries a little bit too hard to be a game full of variety. Maybe with a little bit more work it could have been a game that really pushed to a 5-star game for me. So that is it for the series, and thank you to everyone who has watched through, and hopefully you've enjoyed watching as much as I have playing. And if you did, make sure to drop a like to show your support, and as always, if you're new around here, make sure that you're subscribed so you don't miss the next series coming to the channel, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.